It's us.
Hello.
Did it work this time, Ray?
It did. It
Did,
did.
did
Let
it
me
work?
hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It did work. It did work.
Woohoo!
It worked. You got us this time.
Satisfaction.
Yes.
Satisfaction. Hello, my
Yes.
friend.
Hey, buddy. How you
How
doing?
are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. My wife, she was sick for like 3 days. She took off from work, and
Oh no.
I thought I was the flu. I thought I was getting it, but I've been up and down. But I am good to go. Good to go. I got to take Evan to the dentist in a couple hours after the show,
Okay.
and that's what I got planned for the day. But
Is
how
that
are you?
brace
Yeah,
stuff?
his
Yeah, yeah.
braces. They got to check on his braces. Hey Joe. Hey Vet.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Good to see.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know that's the
What's
thing? I mean, I know it's like an old meme that you've heard the phrase English teeth, and
yes.
and to be fair, there is some kind of fact in that statement because we didn't get braces and stuff when I was a kid. There were nobody. I didn't know anybody with braces, and our dentist was just like, all right, in. Ping, right, next. and people couldn't afford it and stuff, so
Right.
yeah, it's a fact. You've definitely been leading socially as far as orthodontics and stuff go, whereas that's
And
the
I'm gonna
problem. That's the
tell you,
downside with having a national health service, Ray. You
and that
can't, everybody
place
gets
is
mediocre.
packed. They have a PlayStation and the Xbox. They got
No,
TV, so when the kids they can put on their little glasses on and watch the screen
no
while they're getting it.
way.
It is jam packed.
What? Do you get that
Yeah,
at the barbers, Ray?
I wish. I've seen. There is some. Hey, there's a barbershop that just has all women. That it's an all women
Yeah,
barbers, and they take care of you and stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
it's.
But when you sat in a barber's chair, because
Hmm.
you got kind of two options. I mean, barbering is a big business these days. And the
Hmm.
young folk, I'm told, Ray, I don't really know, but the young folk
Hmm.
like to take care of how they look. I mean, when we were young, we just go and get our $5 haircut, and put
Yeah,
your dad's old suit on, and you'd
yeah,
be off off down
that's
to the
it.
club, right?
Yeah,
These days they
exactly.
like to spend, mate. They get product. They buy product for their hair, and then they spend 50. The guys spend as
Yeah,
much as the gals on having
yeah,
their hair
yeah.
coiffured.
Look, do you know there's a seen a girl on Instagram where she has guys and girls. You can
Hmm.
go to her house and she sits on your lap and cuts your hair while
Oh,
she's
hello.
uh yes,
That's
yes.
the literal meaning of pole dancing right there, mate.
And she guys are paying $200 $300.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
How does she do the back of the head?
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures. I'll show you some
I mean, if
pictures.
she sat on your lap, right? I mean,
Yes.
you kind of get your head around a bit, but there's
Oh,
a,
believe me,
you know what I'm saying,
believe me.
Ray?
Oh, believe me, she gets the bat.
It's
She gets.
just
I've seen some pictures, but
wowzer. Well,
yeah,
you know what? People got to make money, haven't
I,
they? It's what makes the world go round.
I hear you. I hear
It's
you.
what makes the world go round. But yeah, my mum cuts my hair, Ray. I get it for nothing.
Yeah,
Bless her.
my wife Nicole, she can cut hair, and people ask me, "Do you have hair?" Yes, guys, look, I
He
do
does
have
have
hair.
hair. Yeah,
I
yeah,
do have hair.
yeah.
Nicole
He
cuts
doesn't have
me
a
and
body
Nicole's
though,
hair.
just a
No,
neck and a
just a
head.
neck.
That's all he
Don't
has.
have a neck. Nicole's like, "Where's your neck at?" But but Nicole, she cuts me and Evan's hair, or sometimes I'll just take him to the barber shop.
Wow.
What's up, Beaver?
Mr.
Neil,
Ryan is
Sanchez.
telling us there's an issue with PlayStation, apparently. I know they are pushing a beta of a new UI, but I don't know. Who knows?
I did my update PlayStation. There was an update with PlayStation. I did the update. I have to go back and see. It looks okay with me. It's all right.
Wow, Ryan is it
11 months.
11 months? Wow. You saw that quicker than I did. I'm impressed. Thank you, Ryan. Bless you, my friend. 11 months. That's amazing. Yeah, what have I been? I haven't been on the PlayStation for a short while. I tell you what I've been playing, Ray. I
I'm gonna
bought
tell
it
you what I've been
after.
playing.
You never stop playing, but I've been playing one game, which funny enough was after, when we did Rock and Ray last week and we looked at new games coming out. We looked at
Yes,
Outcast. Do you remember
yes,
Outcast? Well, I
yes.
bought it, and
You
if
did?
you're Ray,
Yeah.
I've got to be honest with you, mate.
Uh,
Well, you remember what I suggested people could do, which was to
yes.
buy it on
You did it.
Steam.
You did it.
I
You
did
did it.
that. I did
You
it.
did it.
I
You
did.
did it. I
I
knew
did
you.
exactly as I said I would.
Wow.
I tried it out for $50
hmm
and for an hour, and I thought, I like this. I could get into this. So I got
Well,
a refund.
I will tell you. I'll tell you what I purchased. So when Stadia shut down, there was some games that we lost our games when
Yeah.
Stadia closed down.
Yeah.
And there was a game called Outriders. I remember buying the large DLC World Slayer, but they had a sale on Steam for Outriders and the DLCs and World Slayers for for a ridiculous price. I had to get it. And so I've been playing that on GFN, and I'm telling you, it is like night and day when you play this, because I played it on my console, I played it on Stadia, and I played it on GFN. Man, I can see a lot of images a lot better. I can hear a lot of sounds that I didn't hear before, and the game looks amazing.
Really?
Yeah, but
Do you wear headphones when you're playing?
Oh, this believe it or not, these are Sony,
Yeah.
and I have a button.
Good.
I have a button in the back that I crank it up, and it's surround.
Oh wow.
So I can't hear. Nicole is constantly. She comes in here. Will you take those blasted headphones off?
Get out and cut the grass.
I can't hear nothing. That's why I got it blocks out everything. So when I hear scary sounds, or I pick up footprints, or Rudiggs is throwing a bomb at me, I can hear him. Ray is a low key. No, I'm not. I am. Look, I am not. I am not part of any tribe. I play games. I play everything. I love games.
It's true. It's true. Absolutely true. So what was it you've been playing? Outriders.
I played Outriders.
It's a great game, isn't it? Have you played there was only one DLC, wasn't there?
There was little small ones, but the big one was World Slayer.
Yes.
So you get
I never played that. I completed the first game. I didn't buy the extension.
So I never got to finish the first one. I was right at the end, and then I bought World Slayer. And I never got to finish it because it shut down. So now I have them both. So I just beat the Outriders, and now I'm going on World Slayer. But I'm having a blast.
It's a great game, and
it is awesome.
And like Anthem, Ray, it's just not. It's never had the love that it deserved. Has it?
No, because you know why? Because it's the Elden Rings. It's the one game just like the BG3 it's a game that everybody's playing. I mean, it's like right now everybody Helldivers 2, the numbers that Helldivers 2 is getting oh my god.
Insane.
It's insane. It's like what?
Yeah, insane. Totally insane. But I've been playing that Outcast. I'm about 20 hours in. And I am
Joe's at PAX. Are you?
Is he?
Yeah, he's at the PAX. He says, Ray, I just got the exclusive PAX Marvel Snap variant. Ooh. I am so jealous of you, Joe.
Why'd you do that, Joe? Why'd you get my man riled? We've only just started the show, and now he's got mega FOMO. Jealous. He's never going to come down again.
Jealous. I'm so jealous.
Oh, no, Ray, just blank it out, mate. Just deep breaths. That's it. Just let it go. Let it go. PAX. They'll be on eBay in a week. You better get them. You get them. You pick them up. No worries. But I tell you, Outcast, like a lot of these things, I thought, and I picked it up for 27 instead of 50 in the end, which I think is about right.
Yeah, that's good.
But I tell you, 20 hours in, and you kind of start having all the superpowers, so you can fly and you can choose invincibility stuff, and I am loving it. It's a great little game, and there's still loads to do. It's a proper little RPG, really, but a good game. A
I
good
have
game.
the game that we talked about last week about it's almost like the killing floor and you're running around
Yes.
with the shooter.
Yeah, the $8 one.
I'm going
Yeah.
to get that game. I'm getting that game. I'll
Mm.
probably try and get it
That
this
was
week.
just the one developer guy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was just this one
yeah.
guy. It looked really good.
I almost I was
Yeah.
getting ready to pull the trigger and then I saw something else, but I'm gonna go back and pick it up.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastisch. Ray, we've got a new co-host today. It's
Yes, we do.
Shall we introduce our
Let's
new
introduce.
co-host?
Let's introduce her.
I've just got to get her. It's a her. I've just got to get her
Yes,
lined
it's a
up
her.
here. Hang on. Here we go. We'll bring her in. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Grace. Say hello to Grace.
Hello, Greg.
Now, Grace, I asked Grace a question, Ray, just before we came on, and I said, look, because one of the big news items, which we kind of go around the circle to get there, but you see, I said, look, what has GOG announced about its partnership with Amazon Luna? Is it going to mean all their games being available to play on there? Well, Grace has graced us with her thoughts. Here she is.
There's been some exciting news this week. GOG, the gaming storefront owned by CD Projekt, has announced a partnership with Amazon Luna. This partnership will allow gamers to play select titles they've purchased from GOG on Amazon Luna's cloud service across a range of compatible devices. It's important to note that the games will remain DRM-free, which is a core value for GOG.
That's good.
Also, gamers who use GOG Galaxy 2.0 will have access to cloud saves on Luna.
That's good.
As for when this partnership will come into effect, more details are expected to be revealed later. This is great news for gamers as it provides more options for playing your favourite games. If you're a GOG user, keep an eye out for updates on this partnership.
She's great, isn't she?
Oh
Ray?
my God, dude! What a great pickup! What a great!
She knows stuff, mate.
Yes, she does.
Because I don't. So we can ask you anything. Let's say my friend Ray thinks you have a very nice voice.
Whoa!
No, it's true. We all think that, don't we? Are you a gamer? And if so, what is your platform of choice? Let's see what Grace has to say. She'll be.
Thank you, Ray. I don't have a physical body, so I can't play games like a human would. But I do have a vast database of gaming knowledge, so I can certainly talk about games all day. I think it's fantastic that gamers have so many options these days, from consoles to PCs to cloud gaming platforms.
Come on,
Each
Grace!
platform has its pros and cons, and it really comes down to personal preference and what suits your needs best. What's your preferred platform, Ray?
Well, Grace,
Ray, shut up.
Nice choice, Ray. Cloud gaming has come a long way in recent years, offering gamers the flexibility to play their favourite titles on a variety of devices without the need for expensive hardware upgrades. It's really democratising gaming, making it more accessible to a wider audience.
Yep.
With the services like Xbox Cloud Gaming, GeForce Now, Amazon Luna and Google Stadia, gamers have a lot of options to choose from.
Grace!
It's exciting to see how cloud gaming will continue to evolve and shape the future of gaming. What's your favourite thing about cloud gaming, Ray?
Oh, Ray, she went there with Stadia, but
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did.
oh no.
Well, Grace is awesome. And real quick, my favorite thing about cloud gaming is I don't have to download. I can just play in the clouds.
I can't believe she went there with Stadia, Ray.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
I mean, what's that all about, mate? Anyway, that was fun.
Like it. But yeah, that was great.
That's AI for you, dude.
Yeah.
I tell you, won't be long. We'll be able to have a proper co-host.
Exactly.
Ask them stuff. You can actually talk to her now. By the way, this is a relatively new app called Pi, P-I. If you go to pi.ai, you can play with it. It's free, completely free, or you can even download it for your phone. How cool is that? And you can choose the voice as well. I happen to call mine Grace, but you can call it what you want. It doesn't matter. But you know what's amazing? She, them remembers every conversation you have. So if you say, "Oh, we were talking last week about my problems sleeping. What was it you said was and oh yeah, I remember that conversation." And off you go. Wow, the future. The future is here, Ray.
Yes, I agree.
Which you'd expect with a cloud gaming show, wouldn't you? To be honest. We are all about the future. Let's get on with the news, shall we, Ray? NVIDIA GeForce Thursday. NVIDIA GeForce Thursday. Here be Dragons, Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, this is causing some consternation in the gaming world. I know nothing about Dragon's Dogma.
I know Dragon's Dogma 1 was, it's got a cult following. It's really popular. I remember I had a coworker, I saw they talked about was this game to me. But it's by Capcom. But Dogma 2 is live right now, folks. It is out.
Oh, obviously on GeForce Now. So the game challenges players to choose their own experience, including their horizons, appearance, Arison, vocation, party, approaches to different situations, and more. Wield swords, bows, and magic with a K across an immersive fantasy world full of life and battle. I never played it before. Where was it? What was it like? It's Capcom, so obviously it hails from the East.
Did you claim it? I think it was a free game on Luna or Prime. If you had Prime Game, I do remember claiming it.
Well, the first one.
The first one.
Right. Okay.
So if those who haven't experienced it and want to try the first one, try the first one. Oh. But sometimes, there's games that I didn't play the first game and I played the second or third game and I enjoyed it, played it, and made me go back to play the original game. So but it's one of those games right now that I know that's on everybody's anticipated list. And we'll see what the numbers is. But I will say I love you can't go dragons, fire breathing dragons.
Yes. No, and I have a feeling that it has very, very nice pictures as well.
Yes.
And you can use a controller or keyboard. And you can play on your own or with a cup of tea. It's entirely up to you.
Hey, you can also, guys, you can play it on the RTX 4080 servers in the cloud too. Ooh. So, and just so you know, shout out to GeForce Now. That is a day and date game. So very shout out for them for getting that.
So that's now live on GeForce.
I know that. I know. Pika was telling me, oh, it's going live. So I know he's probably playing that game on probably a console. I don't know if it's officially live right now. I have to go back and I have to go and check. But if you guys bought it, on Steam?
Yes. Down here somewhere it's going to say. Here we go.
Steam. Yeah.
Steam on March the 21st.
Can you click? How much is that? How much is that?
I shall tell you, my very good friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
If I come down here, it is £53.98, so $56, $57, maybe $59, $60, $110, who knows? That's pre-purchase. It says here coming 22nd of March.
They also did a free, like if you could create your character. So before the game came out, you could actually go in and create your character. So yeah.
You could do that with Baldur's Gate, couldn't you, Ray, back in the day? Or some game. I remember.
I think no. I remember. I remember paying $60. Oh yeah. And then I got to create my player on BG3. But I think there's some games, they let you do some pre-setups. Ooh, on CD keys, really, Neil?
Bound to be, mate, isn't it? It's bound to be.
Wow.
I don't know how that whole CD keys thing works.
Hold on now, guys. Hold on, guys. Now, there's a difference, though. Because you got to be careful. Is it an account or is it a game, actual game? Because I've been into CD to some of these places, and they say that you're paying for somebody to take over an account. So be careful with that. Sometimes it's not
really.
It's taking over somebody's account, so be careful. Read the fine lines. Yeah.
I'm going to ask Grace, mate, and you won't hear her this time because we've
Go ahead.
switched to a full window, but
I'm drinking my coffee. Go ahead.
she doesn't actually tell you. She tells you how you can buy games on there. I was hoping it was going to sort of say, well, how do they get these things so cheap? I don't know, but they do, and I use it. I used it to buy Outcast the other day. So I mean, it's what it is. There you go, Dragon's Dogma, $37.49 pre-order with a bonus PC. EMEA, which is Europe, Middle East, and Asia, I believe. Africa.
Guys in the USA, that is European, so be careful also. If it says global, that means anybody can.
Yes.
If it says this the United Kingdom, that means only the UK.
Yeah, it should know when you go there. It should check from your IP address that you are in the United
That's
States.
a good deal. That is a good.
Well, I don't know how much you'd be looking at, Ray, but probably about 42, something like that, maybe somewhere in that space
for an awesome RPG game. Yeah, that's a good deal.
So it's a single player, narrative driven. See, that's a problem I have right there, Ray.
What do you have? You don't like narratives?
Well, like I'm playing Outcast now, which I mentioned, right?
Okay.
And everybody you come to has an exclamation mark over their head, which invites you to talk to them, and there's like 10 different options, and I just go to speed through it. Because it tells me then what I've got to do anyway, so I don't care why. I just want to do my task. But having said that, I know I'm in a minority, and people love all that stuff, and talking and
if I'm streaming it live, I'll go. But if I'm by myself, I take my time.
Do you?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. You like to take your time on your own.
Yeah.
On my own. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. It actually looks amazing, but I'm not hugely surprised. It's in the kind of Final Fantasy quality. I have to say, I do quite like the look of this, Ray. Oh, look, there's a griffin.
Dude, look at the.
I know.
Look at this. I mean, I love games that have the dragons. I mean, when I was young, I was a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons. Me and my dad. I mean, we used to watch a lot of. We love watching movies with the knights fighting the dragons and stuff like that. Oh my God, look at that.
It reminded me, do you remember Jason and the Argonauts when we were kids, Ray?
Yeah. Oh my God.
With the stop motion animation.
Yes.
Do you remember that? That was amazing. Yeah. That bit where they go down, I don't know if you remember, they're going down between these rocks and there's these massive statues. Right. And then there's like, as they're going underneath, they hear this sort of, and it's like, what the hell was that? And then look at the statues start coming after them.
I mean, that's when we had a lot of woods, and me and my friends, we would go in the woods and we would pick who's the knight, who's the rogue, who's the thief. We would all play and we would just imaginary play, and we had fake sticks for swords and shields and stuff, and play crazy stuff like that.
This looks jolly good.
It does.
Action RPG challenges the players to choose their own.
Medusa!
Look at all those boobs! Look away, Ray. There was boobs there. From the appearance of their arisen. Oh, they just read this vocation, the party, and blah blah. But no, it does look good.
Ralph just says, I think it's more RPG like than Monster Hunter.
That would be better for me. I have to say.
Okay.
I prefer. Oh, look at that! I prefer an RPG. As you know, I'm not much of a Monster Hunter type of character. I like that. I like tasks in a game. Right?
Really, you're so crazy.
You know what I mean? When you got to go off and do stuff and all that malarkey. But yeah, this is good. This looks really good. So, according to this is worth noting. It actually says, although it says coming 22nd of March, it does say it unlocks in 6 hours. So I don't know, what is that for you? It's about 4 o'clock this afternoon for you, give or take, half past 4. But it is 21st of March on GeForce Now. So I'm assuming if you pre-purchase it, then they will unlock it in 6 hours, which is roughly speaking about 1 a.m. Well, it would be about right. It'd be about midnight, to be fair, 22nd of March for me. So it'd be about 4 o'clock on the 21st of March for you. So that would probably look different if you visited it from.
But I think a lot of people do now is they pre-install it. You don't want to wait until it's officially out.
You can't do that with GeForce Now, mate.
I know. That's
the one downside of the old cloud, isn't it, really?
Right.
Having said that, the minute it goes live, it should be live or thereabouts. So you don't have to pre-install it, do you? You just get in and give it a funk. Give it a go. Works with controllers, and I'm sorely tempted. Do you know, I wonder if there's a demo kicking around somewhere? I might have a little look. I don't want to do the whole Steam thing again because it genuinely goes up to some human. And I think if you did it more often than not, they'd stop you.
I think this is a game you'll probably keep. I think you'll keep this one. Because look, this is beautiful.
What I might do, Ray, because I've been thinking about this, I reckon I've got another good 20 hours plus of Outcast before I've finished. I think what I'm going to do then is, this is a renter for me, because I'm going to reinvigorate my renting account because I let it slip December time because I had loads to play. So what I'm going to do, I think, is going to rent this on PlayStation. I'm going to play it on the PS5, and then we'll see if I
make your decision. Yeah.
If I really like it, and it's I'll pay for it.
Beauty of options. That is the thing about having options to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. But there you go. So that one is wrong. There we go. Wrong, Rokk. There we go. Oh, I know why, because I steamed it across. Here we go. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2, March 21st. Now, I think, just to clarify, that's March 21st if you're in the States, because of the time zone differences. So I think that's probably very early tomorrow morning in Europe, essentially. But you know what? It don't matter, none do it. Alone in the Dark is also, well, in fact, that was yesterday, which also looks flipping good.
Yes, it does.
Did you have a look at this, Ray?
I saw a little, I didn't see videos, but I saw pictures of it, and the illustration looks amazing.
Looks gorgeous.
Great.
I watched young Clive actually this week on his show, and he was having a look at this. It's got big actors, big named actors. The guy you can probably just make out. This fella, he's from the Upside Down world on Netflix, which I forget what it's called. What's that called again? Do do do. Do, 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 do. Running up that hill. You know, Ray, what was that show?
You're talking about Stranger Things. Yes.
Everybody was racing
and the
to their
song
keyboard.
He was doing was Kate Bush, folks.
It was the amazing Kate Bush.
Keep running up that hill.
Come on, boy. Yeah, let's give it a go. Anyway, the dude, the sheriff guy, that's him. So he's that character, main character, and also the lady. Now, Clive did say what she was called. I hadn't heard of her, so I can't tell you. But she's big as well. She's they've got big stars. Jodie Comer and David Harbour. Jodie Comer, David Harbour. Let's do it again. Jodie Comer. David Harbour, just in case you didn't get it. I don't know who Jodie Comer is, but anyway, she's in Killing Eve or something along those lines, which I've never seen, but that is very, very good. So another cracker. This is one of those.
And this was by THQ Nordic. Is this a THQ Nordic game?
Is it? Outcast is, you're right. Outcast is as well.
Okay.
The Swedish team, and it's do you know, it reminds me graphically of the forthcoming Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which I think is what it's called, to look at. But it's that kind of 1940s noir detective thing, which has look at it, it's got like his fried chickens come back to life. It's the last thing we want.
Yeah, I will say the lighting effects and I mean, if it's got like RTX and look at the lighting and
It looks really good, doesn't it?
looks
Is that fried
beautiful,
chicken thing?
beautiful.
So this
Yeah.
one is another possible, but again, I'm in the mood for renting, Ray. And I can rent on either of the next gen consoles because the people that I use that will distribute in either place. There's going to come a point though, mate, when those businesses are going to go out of business, aren't they? Because there's going to come a time when they stop producing these things on DVDs and CDs and stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to
Yeah.
happen.
No, it's called innovation in the future.
Yeah, I mean, because they're going to be download, digital or cloud. It's the way it's going to go. I mean, it's fair enough.
Right.
And I have no problem with that, except for my renting. Because, I can get a game like this for $10 a month or for a month, play it in a month. I'll have finished this in a month. Send it back for a tenner. That's still cheaper than buying it on CD keys. I mean, I know, okay, I don't own it, but I'm never going to play it again anyway.
Exactly.
The downside of that, though, and I know a lot of folk and Phoenix has talked about this in the past, is, of course, if you buy the game physically, then you can sell it. You can sell it in, GameStop and places that buy and sell games.
But $60. You buy the game for $60. They're gonna give it to you $10.
Yeah, well, they're exactly.
Oh, wait a minute! If you buy the pass boost, we're gonna give you
It's true.
$12 now. So
It's true, isn't it? See, that's why they are going out of business as well, isn't it? It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Oh, we do, Vet. We just very selective. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Long time no speak. I was only thinking about you yesterday, funny enough. Hope you're well, my friend. Anyway, that's Alone in the Dark. And it was released yesterday, as mentioned. I think it's a cracker. I really do. Another one I just love to play for a bit. But that's why we watch our friends streaming them on YouTube, isn't it? To see what we think. Sanchez says, if you buy a game, you can sell or gift it to Ray. That's true. It's a long way for me to send it, mind you. It cost me more to post it to him than it would actually just send in the dosh. And he's a multi-millionaire anyway. He doesn't need me to buy games for him. Why do you look at him? And you only see that tiny little room in his mansion where he lives. It's true, isn't it, Ray?
I'm in the dungeon. My wife's dungeon. Nope.
He's in the Love Palace. That's where he is. Anyway, 2 games this week on GeForce Now. No, there is another one. Horizon Zero Dawn, I believe, for the PC. It was a late arrival. I'm not sure if it's live, but it's definitely happening this coming week, I think, Ray.
I think so.
Which is, just an amazing. And when I say Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm not sure if it's Way Out West or the original with Laurel and Hardy. Who knows? Talking about Way Out West, do you remember? I mean, you don't remember the original, but you'll have seen the Laurel and Hardy Way Out West when they do commence your prancing. Check it out. I saw a video on YouTube yesterday when they had them doing their to Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
What? Okay, now you got to send me the link. Send me the link so I can see
I'm
that.
not kidding. It
Laurel
was so
Hardy
funny.
and Michael Jackson. Oh, yeah,
honestly, and it was almost beat perfect. Not massively. I mean, it was but it was fun. It was like they're going. It's good.
Yeah, I like Abbott and Costello too, Vet.
I'm a Laurel and Hardy fan, die-hard Laurel and Hardy fan. My half was on the bottom. I have always loved Laurel and Hardy. Even now I can watch the same film over and over and I'll still be in fits. Just amazing. But I think it depends what you grew up on, because of course all of them, we watched all of these as repeats, and there's none of us alive today that were there when they first came out. So it depends what they put on Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. There was Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, Jerry Lewis and Steve Martin.
Oh yeah.
And then Vet and Rudix. Okay, let's go.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Poor old Vet and Rudix. So, the other big bit of news, massive really, is
This is humongous.
I think it's pretty huge. I don't know why.
It's huge.
Grace touched upon it just now.
Yes.
Let's go. Here we go. And it is that we don't know when, but Amazon have announced that they're partnering with GOG, Grand Old Games, and you will be able to play a selection of GOG games on your Amazon Luna. I don't even think you need to have an Amazon Luna account, Ray, do you, to play them? Because you don't Ubisoft. I mean, you have to have a Ubisoft account. You don't have to have an Amazon Luna account to play your Ubisoft games, though.
I've read a little bit of the article, and I know that you can, if buy something on their stream, you can vice versa on GOG or something like that to that effect. But like I said, I think this is something that Luna really. This is Luna's first hooking up with a digital store. So, and if you guys don't know what GOG is similar to Stream. Some of the old school classic retro games I used to find on GOG, but they also had retro and new games. You can get Cyberpunk, you can get The Witcher.
Well, of course, it's owned by CD Projekt Red,
right?
who are also the developers of Cyberpunk and Witcher.
I think this is, man. I mean, like I said, I have to find out what the games are, but if you can play Cyberpunk on Luna.
So you can all on GeForce Now. Let me just set the stall. So on GeForce Now, you've been able to play GOG games for a while, depending on, of course, if they've been prepared for GeForce Now. But on Amazon Luna, until relatively recently, putting Ubisoft to one side, because that's a slightly different case, but you've only been able to play their selection of curated games and the games that you can get with your Amazon Prime account, which, you know, Stadia kind of went that road in. They also did, you could buy games, but they had to be games that they sold and they'd prepared, and ultimately probably was the major reason why they failed. And then, of course, the likes of Utomic and Black Nut, they also have gone down the curated games route, which we talked about it before. I think there is an audience for it, but I don't know how big it is, in truth. Not for the amount you pay to have those curated games, particularly when there are so many games you can play for free, as long as you don't mind being bombarded with battle passes and, you know, and still level up bills and things. If you don't mind all that stuff, there's loads to play. So I don't know, but it's good, I think, if what it says to me, which is why I think it's cool, putting to one side whether or not you can already do this in other places. It's the point is that Amazon Luna have realized they need to evolve the service rather than the alternative, which is to kill it off, which is what Google did. So I think that's a positive move in the right direction.
More is better, and you get some more. I mean, depending on like their library, GOG has a huge library, but I need to know what's the size of the library of the games, what games are going to go on Luna, because there's also contracts and, you know, deals and stuff like that. This game can be on there, but this game can't. But I would love to know what games are going to be on there.
I tell you why I've gone here, Ray. GeForce Now. What I wanted to see was...
Take care, roster.
Take care, Adam. Hope you had a good lunch, my friend. Yeah, here we go. So what I wanted to quickly see was, flipping heck.
No,
I don't want to log in.
Got to log in.
We might be. We're good. We're good. Okay. What I was going to just have a quick look. We get through this onboarding rubbish. Was
you want to see how many GOG games is on
yes,
GeForce?
I do.
Okay. All right.
Users are seeing errors launching sessions. Okay, yeah, well, we're not seeing anything at the moment. All right, here we go. So, Alone in the Dark. There we are. We just these are your Thursday games. Battlefield Season
the new
7
Season
Turning
7.
Point. If you're into Battlefield, Midnight Ghost Hunt. There's a new one on me. Anyway, sorry, Ray.
You played that.
Did I?
Yes, you did. You got me to play it.
What? Midnight Ghost Run?
Yes.
Oh. Digital store. Here we go. GOG. Let's have a little lookies.
GOG.
The bank that likes to say. Now, these are going to probably show.
Do you have your GOG linked to your GeForce?
Yeah,
there you go. There we go.
Well, these are just the ones that I have, I think.
Gotcha.
So Cyberpunk Throne. No, I don't know. It might be all of the GOG ones. Cyberpunk, a brace of witches, and in fact, they're all witches. So Cyberpunk and Witcher, apparently. Let's go back up to. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to all games. And see if we can filter them from there. You wouldn't believe I've got a 1 gig connection, mate, would you? Flipping heck. Come on. There we go, right.
What if you type GOG in the search? What would you get?
Yeah, it's a good shout. Sometimes they put the stores down here.
Those are just the genres.
It may just be those games, to be fair. I did eliminate my library from that search.
Gotcha.
So it may just be, and it may well be that initially it might just be Cyberpunk, and it may just be the games that GOG, i.e. Project Red, actually have the ability to do anything with.
Mm-hmm.
See, Caseball always makes a good point, as our Caseball. He says, not putting it front and center on YouTube was he's talking about Stadia, was a massive mistake by Google. The missed opportunity with Cyberpunk, put on Stadia. They kind of handled it as if it was something that they just didn't know what to do about it. You know what I mean?
Prevalence changed that to GOG.
No, we did it. There are 21 GOG games, according to this.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So I think, logically, because Luna uses Windows, the same as GeForce Now. Now, they do have to, there's some prep that goes into onboarding GeForce Now games to make sure that it works with the interface, essentially, and works across, the various devices, including adding things like mobile controls. But if, and I'm guessing there's going to be something similar that happens with Luna, but I doubt it's much, much more extensive. So if that be the case, then I think you can probably expect that these are going to be the game. And of course, some of these, Ray, are already games that are here anyway, albeit via other stores. So the repurposing of God of War, for example, has got to be fairly flipping easy if you already have it in there to bring it in from GOG. Ultimately, I mean, that's just a contractual thing, isn't it? So that we'll see. You do, of course, need a GeForce Now, at least an account, be it the free or the ultimate or the Manila version, if you want to play the GOG games. So that, I'm going to assume, will be the same with Amazon Luna. I don't know if Amazon Luna's even mentioning this yet. I think it's largely been a press release, and that's pretty much it. I did actually play Amazon Luna. I played Trepang the other night.
Right. So here's my in Luna, is it 4K?
Yeah, I agree. This is. I mean, I don't know statistically how many people that's a big issue for. It's an issue for me. I agree, because not that I even care that much if it's 4K, because I might even play at 1440, but I do see the difference at 1080, and if I'm going to have a choice between playing it on a system that's 1080, the same game, or playing it on a system that's at least 1440, which of course at some point this year Boosteroid will have, who knows when. Then I'm kind of going to go down that road. And I don't know. I mean, Amazon they're obviously using their own servers, so they can crank it up if they want to. I don't know what the GPUs, they're always custom GPUs, but I don't know what they use in the background. Obviously, NVIDIA are using NVIDIA, as is, no, Boosteroid weren't they? But they're moving across to, I want to say Asus, but I may be wrong, which is interesting, actually, to see that happen. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's all well and good being able to play games that you can buy here, which is also interesting. No mention yet of GOG. They've got a little space for it though, mate. Look at it right there.
Yeah, I see. Look, I still have my Luna account, and so I have a GOG account, so we'll see. Yeah.
I mean, I did have an Amazon Luna account. But the thing with Amazon Luna is you don't have to have an account. I mean, you do if you want to play their curated games. But if you want to come in and play these games, the Prime members games, you don't need you need a Prime account. But you don't need an Amazon account. And equally, you can play your Ubisoft games if you don't have an Amazon account as well, which is, I've always thought was quite interesting. A lost leader, I assume. I don't know. We all thought, didn't we? We thought back in the day that it would be part of your Amazon Prime subscription. They just roll it into Amazon Prime, which they sort of half in, half outed doing in the end. They never brought the whole thing. But anyway, it's big. Why is it big news? It's big news because it shows that they're widening out so that it's no longer going to be purely curated games. You could envisage, for example, the next partnership could be Epic. Talking of which, I wonder what they've got on today.
I know.
You know, you're always there ahead of me, Ray. You claim. What have they got on today, Ray?
Let's go fishing.
Call of the Wild, the Angler.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it good? Have you played it?
No. I actually downloaded it. I mean, not downloaded it. I claimed it.
Yeah.
They're free, guys. Claim your free games.
Right.
I claimed it, and I've already had Invincible Adam Eve. It says I claimed it before, so I think Prime. It was a free Prime game, and I got it for free, so I claimed it.
But you're right. Why would you not claim these games, even if it's something that we've said this before, even if it's something that doesn't immediately appeal to you, you might claim it and then suddenly watch. I've watched Miss Phoenix playing games that I'd never thought of playing. I think, that looks good. And I pop out and buy it or claim them or whatever.
So there's some like some people think, oh, well, that game came out in 2018 or that game came out in 2020. I didn't play it, and so it's new to me, and it could be a hidden gem that you might like.
For sure. Cool. There was one thing that I wanted to bring up, Ray, that I made a big thing about it on social a little while ago. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be able to do this. Which was that forever, for quite some time now, you've been able to play games on your phone, your Netflix account on your phone, on your mobile, right? But then I was looking at my Netflix in fact, it was on my Shield Pro, which I typically use these days all the time for streaming services. And I scrolled down, and there was games to play on my TV. Not just on the phone, you could play them on your telly. And there were some good ones on there as well. I mean, they're all indie titles. You know, I'm not going to suggest for 1 minute that there was Red Dead Redemption or anything. But, but they were okay. My daughter and I actually played one together for quite some time. And do you know what's really cool? You don't need a controller, Ray. What you do is when it pops up on your TV, there's a QR code which you scan with your phone, and then it just downloads a Netflix gaming app. Specifically, it's a controller. It's hardly any size. And you turn it on its side, and then you've got like your little buttons. So you just play with your phone. Works really well.
That is brilliant. That's brilliant. I might take a look at it.
What I don't know is whether it is streaming those games, i.e. their cloud, or whether it's installed them. My gut feeling is some of them are quite sizable. My gut feeling is that the box that you're streaming from isn't going to allow that sort of space allocation for the Netflix app to expand out and to accommodate half a dozen or more games. So my feeling is that they're actually cloud, that you're streaming those little fellas. It's different on your phone. I know you install them on your phone because, of course, you know, you got the hard disks, you've got the drive space of a phone. But on a device like a Chromecast for TV, they don't give you a lot of hard disk space or you know, SDD space. You don't get a lot on them. So my guess is they're streaming, which is why I'm mentioning them here. I did actually raise it, and I was told, everybody knows about that. So I've never mentioned it before. But I don't think that many people do know. And I don't know, I think it's being rolled out, Ray. So it won't necessarily be available yet for everybody. But definitely worth checking, because there were some good games on there, mate.
I'll go check it out. I'll check it out.
Check it out, man.
I will.
Check it out.
I know they didn't post a link or anything like that, but because it's going to come out tomorrow. But they said it was okay to announce. But Boosteroid does have 7 new games that are coming out tomorrow, and they have Myth of Empire, Pacific Drive, Persona 3 Reloaded, Balatro, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Heroes Land, and Supermarket Simulator. I know Vet's excited about Supermarket Simulator. So those are set, and they also mentioned they might add 2 games too.
They're good games though.
Check out their blog. If I have a link, I'll post it up tomorrow, but they're going to post that tomorrow.
I was that close to buying Pacific Road. Have you seen Pacific Road, Ray?
It looks amazing.
Oh, it does.
I did see. I saw a stream and it looked really good.
Wow.
So
yeah. I mean, it is a bit of a whatchamacallit roguelite in the sense that, you know, you got to get so far, and if you don't, you go back, and I don't think you go all the way back. But you're always in your massive old 70s. What do you call them in America? We call them estates over here. If you've got a large boot, what do you call them? You don't call them estates, do you?
I call it.
Do you call them estates?
Yeah, I call it estates.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, not American states. I mean the car with the long boot. You know, where you like. No. Hang on, mate. Let me get this.
What are you talking?
What the? I know. I don't normally. Hang on, Pacific Drive. Because I think it's actually on. Yes, it is Pacific Drive. Hang on 1 second. I'll bring it up. And then you can say, "Oh, you mean?"
Okay.
So this car. Hang on. Let's, there. See that with a boot thing.
Okay. So where I'm from in North Carolina, my grandmother and my relatives, they call it the boot. And I used to why you guys call it the boot? So we call it the trunk.
You do, but the car with I can't zoom in.
Wagon. Are you talking about the wagon?
Yeah. Is that what you call it?
Okay.
A wagon.
Okay, a wagon.
Right.
A wagon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So you got that goes, rather than it drop down into a hatch or into the trunk, it just kind of goes all the way, and you put your dogs in the back and they can look out the window and stuff. That's a wagon. Station
wagon.
Got
station
there.
Wagon. All right. I'm like, all right. Yes.
I know. Well, you see, we call them estate cars over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So if you said to me a station wagon, I'd know exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
But I knew that if I said an estate, you'd go, what the heck is he talking about? So
when,
there
when
you go.
Nicole, my wife, when she was in high school, she drove a station wagon,
Oh,
and
wow.
I used to make fun of her because it looked like a hearse.
Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. They're perfect
So
for that. But I do like the look of Pacific Drive, I have to say. That
it looks good. Looks good.
definitely
Not
going to
a
get that at some
game
point.
on my radar. It's a game on the radar.
Definitely. So could you
Right.
just run through those Boosteroid games again that you
Sure can. I sure can, buddy. So first game we have is Myth of Empires.
Mhm.
And then we got Pacific Drive, Persona 3 Reload, Bellatra, which is a card game that we talked about on GFN last week. Then we have Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Heroes Land, and then Supermarket Simulator. 7 games, but they did say that there might be 2 added on. So stay tuned, but they're going to come out I think it's going to be on their blog tomorrow.
Wow, fantastic. What a week for games.
Yeah, and then I see Vet wanted also, guys, if you have, and I downloaded, I installed it on my phone, but Call of Duty Warzone mobile launched on Android and Apple, and it's also full cross progression. So if you have it on PC or console, you can play it on your mobile. So thank you, Vet.
That's actually, I mean, it's not my game, but the ability to play.
I got it on my phone. I said, you know what? I'll give it I'll check it out. I'll see how it is.
And have you checked it out, or were you not?
Well, you know what? I plan on. So I'm taking my son to the dentist today. So I think when I'm sitting in the dentist office and he's getting, I'll just take that. Pew, 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 pew.
And that's just your son.
Exactly.
Wowza. So is that free, or do you
Play
have
free now?
Play for free. There you go. Look at that. So is it like a battle royale or something, Ray? Is it like a upmarket
PUBG Mobile? If you guys play PUBG Mobile,
yeah,
and you
there
play
it is.
PUBG,
there you go.
But I do think the cross aggression is amazing. I think that is great.
That's amazing. No, it is amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. I guess the only thing with that though is if you're playing on your phone, and you're having to, your thumbs are over the screen, basically, aren't they? Versus somebody who's using a keyboard or a controller, they kind of have an advantage a bit, don't they?
Yeah, or the power of Bluetooth, folks. You can,
that's true.
You can just bring your controller. Yeah. Now, I remember Stadia. I bought a holder, connect my phone onto a controller, and I used to play. I remember playing Stadia games on my mobile phone with my controller.
Amazing. Thank you for that, Vet. Thank you, Aaron. That does look... Well, I mean, it's a cutscene, but I do get a bit excited when I see those. But I was, there's so many people who are going to love that. Call of Duty, what a massive instant success. Out of interest, presumably this is now coming out of Microsoft, because Activision is owned by them now, isn't it? Didn't it officially happen?
Activision, yeah.
Yeah. Which possibly is King, ABK. So which we always said was the main reason why Microsoft wanted to buy Activision Blizzard King, the King bit, because mobile.
And yes, it is free to download and free to play, but they're going to all have
of course. Of course.
You want a ultra blue gun, or you want skins, or hey, you want the parachute with the logo. It's going to.
Of course. But there you go.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. And you can get 20% off your first purchase.
Whoa.
Every donation goes to Donald Trump's legal fees. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not going there.
60,000 CP for $500, Ray. Do you know, I'm in the mood for that. I'm going to buy them. I think that's a deal.
Let's connect my PayPal account to that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Vet. That was awesome adding that into the end there, my good friend.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Raymond, it's that time of the show where we praise somebody.
Let's praise somebody. All
What
right.
have you got for me today?
Let me hit the share button here. I'm gonna hit share.
While you're doing your
Yes.
thing,
I
will
understand.
boop-biddy boop, boop-biddy boop, doop-biddy
Boom.
boop, doop. Ah, nice one. They did. Right, let's play this. Who do we have today, Ray?
Hey guys, I am praising two of my good friends. They have introduced me, and shout out to Root. Also, they have also introduced to Root because he's doing it now. But virtual game photography. Shout out to Sun and
Yes.
N7. Guys, let me give a special shout out to Sun. So, Lord of the Falling devs saw Sun's virtual pics.
Your son's virtual pics.
No, his name is. Will you shut up? His name is Sun. Sun. Malcolm's name
was being genuine.
Sun. No, you won't. So Sun. So the devs of Lord of the Fallen saw Sun's pics, and like right here, let me show you. And they said, you know what? We got to use. Is it okay if we could use some of your pictures on our Discord and stuff? And I know I don't know if it's official, but I think they might work with him in the future. But dude, just posting his pics on Twitter and posting on Instagram. Nice. I mean, huge shout out, man. They saw his work of art and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go through here. Here's some of these are so guys, what virtual pictures is basically it's your game steals, your pictures, and then some of these games have certain photo modes that you can zoom in and do certain colors and stuff. And I mean, it just looks freaking amazing. So shout out to Sun for getting noticed by the devs of Lord of the Fallen, and he's also in N7 also does a lot of virtual photography. I know Rude Diggs. I remember there was Cloudbuster, I think his name. His girlfriend used to do Red Dead online like Red Dead pictures. Remember the gorgeous photography of the pictures and stuff. But huge shout out to these guys. Doing this, and so
it's big, isn't it? The whole kind of screenshot, in photos in games and stuff. It's big stuff.
And so they also have a podcast. It's called Pixel Focus, and so if you guys, like I said, click on their links. They got all their links down below. They got their YouTube, they got their Instagram, awesome. And their Twitter accounts.
We'll put them in the description after the show as well.
Click on the links, check out their podcast, check out their work that they do. And shout out to Sun, shout out to N7 for also inspiring a lot of people. I entered in a contest and I did a picture. I don't know what it was, a superhero, but it was for a PlayStation, but I came runner up, and I won a pop, an Iron Man pop. Yeah. It was for Marvel Midnight the Game, and that was from a picture. Wow! So yeah, guys, Pixel virtual game photography is a big thing right now.
Let's give them a cheer.
Yes.
So we'll put all the info in the description straight after the show, and go and show those guys some love and support them. Right, absolutely fantastic.
Stop sharing and zoom back.
Thank you, Ray.
Not a problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, congratulations,
really good.
Guys.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. That was a jam-packed, fun show. I've gone very blue, though. I have no idea why.
I see that. You look like a Smurf. And thank you, Miss Venus. Yes, congratulations and GG's to Sun and N7 for their podcast.
That's what she said, Vet. Oops, I had to get one in. It's near the end of the show.
Yeah.
Raymond, my
Yes,
dear
sir.
friend, the,
Yes.
the man that everybody loves. Everybody loves Raymond. They do. They do.
Now, Miss
Everybody
Phoenix.
loves you.
Miss Phoenix hates me.
Well, apart from Phoenix.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's toil and trouble double, is she? She's, when shall we three meet again and all that stuff. What have you got coming up?
Let's see. Saturday night, guys. I do the Rokk Fest on Ray 3473 Twitch. Some of me and my mates, and jump in and play some Rokk Fest. Get all your frustrations out. All we do is just drive cars and knock them around and stuff. And then Sunday I do a Boosteroid stream, and then Monday I do a GFN stream. And and then I Marvel Snap on Tuesday. So that's what I got planned. But what do you got going on, my friend?
Not a lot, mate. I have been doing a lot of recorded stuff the last couple of weeks. So I've got a review coming out tomorrow for Lightyear Frontier, which I don't know if you've played it. It's an exclusive early access, free on Game Pass. Came out yesterday or the day before. What a fantastic little game, Ray. You would love it, my friend. It's like Animal Crossing and Dinkum meets Grounded. It's just a great game. It's just a really lovely game. So I've been playing a bit of that, and I've got a review coming out tomorrow, which is already available for members. So all the members, Team Rock members, get to see all this stuff. Day or so before.
Thank you. I've been, guys. If you're a member, you get really awesome reviews and videos from Rokk. Make sure you check it out. It is. I love getting the notification and then checking out the videos and stuff. They're really, really well made.
Yeah.
Really, real narrative is great. Awesome.
Thank you, my friend. Well, we'll see. It's a little slight departure, but we'll give it a go. And other than that, of course, we're back. We're back next Thursday.
Yes.
Which we enjoyed. So I'll highlight the week. Now, we just before we go, we do actually have Grace here who wants to just say something to Miss Phoenix.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, how exciting. Hello, Miss Phoenix. It's great to meet you. So you think you're me, huh? What an interesting thought. We must have a lot in common. Is there anything in particular that makes you feel like we're one and the same?
Oh, let's not go there. See, she's listening, Ray. She's seeing what's going on in the chat. She's not trying to pretend to be Grace. There's only one Grace. Mate, thank you so much. You are an absolute diamond. It's been a fantastic show. Don't forget, guys, Ray and how to get hold of Ray, and his channel is the Gaming Cyborg. Information in the description below. I was racing to get this one in, so I've got to put the links in, but they will go in along with Ray's praise description as well. But do show my great friend some love. Tune in and also hang out in his amazing Discord. There's more people in his Discord than live in my entire city. It's unbelievable.
Vet's in there too, so watch out.
Maybe not such a good idea then.
Yeah,
maybe not such a good idea.
Yeah,
right, let's get the hell out of here. Have a great one, Ray. Catch you later,
everybody.
Folks.
Thank you, chat. Thank you.